Hey, 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 Royal Sussex Squad family. Welcome back to the space where truth lives, love reigns, and royalty isn't measured by crowns or titles, but by integrity, kindness, and courage. If you're new here, welcome to the squad where we speak facts with love and defend our Duke and Duchess, Prince Harry and Meghan, against the nonsense, the noise, and the nastiness. And if you're a returning listener, you already know how we do it over here. Facts first, foolishness last. Now let me tell you something, family. Today's episode is going to make you smile, make you shake your head, and make you love the Sussexes even more than you already do. Because we're diving into a story that's not only hilarious and heartwarming, but also reveals so much about who Harry and Meghan truly are, behind the headlines, behind the smears, and far away from the chaos of the British media. I'm talking about ducks, Easter, Oprah, and yes, the power of a name. Yes, you heard that right. This story has ducks and dignity, chaos and class, all wrapped in one. So lean in, grab your favourite drink, settle into your favourite spot, and let's talk about the real-life joy, compassion and character of the Sussexes and why the media will never be able to touch the essence of who they are. So here's the Scoop Squad. Oprah Winfrey, yes, the one and only Oprah, went on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera podcast and shared the most adorable Easter story involving our Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now, first off, let's talk about the fact that Prince Harry and Meghan even have Oprah on speed dial. That's already iconic. That's already history-making. That's already jealousy-inducing for the bitter royalists who can't understand why the biggest names in the world gravitate toward Harry and Meghan with warmth, loyalty and real friendship. Anyway, back to the story. It's Easter weekend. Oprah's chilling in Montecito, probably sipping something fabulous, enjoying the peace. And then she gets a call from Prince Harry. And what does he say? Sorry to bother you, but we have a duck problem. Now come on. Only Harry would apologise so politely before explaining a duck emergency. And only Harry and Meghan would treat that duck problem with urgency, compassion and care. So what had happened was, somehow, a mama duck decided to lay her eggs in the Sussexes' yard. The eggs hatched, and now there were baby ducklings running around. But here's the thing. Harry and Meghan's property didn't have a pond, only a stream. And that stream wasn't enough for mama duck and her babies. So what do? They call their neighbour Oprah and ask, "Can we bring the ducks to your pond?" Yes, this is real life. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were literally out here rescuing ducks on Easter Sunday. Now Oprah says, sure, of course, but she had one small request. She wanted her friend Gayle King's grandkids to come down to the pond so they could watch the ducks make their grand entrance. Cute, right? But Harry wasn't about to wait. He said, "No, we're coming right away." And then the madness began, because when they arrived and opened the car door, Mama Duck flew out of the box and made a run for it. Chaos, mayhem, hilarious, wholesome mayhem. Oprah described it like something out of a comedy. Harry's running after the duck, Meghan jumps out and she's running too, trying to catch Mama Duck and reunite her with the babies. Y'all, can you imagine? Two global icons chasing ducks across Oprah's yard. And all of it was caught on video. Oprah called it the funniest thing she'd ever seen. Now let's pause here and really take this in. This is who Harry and Meghan are. Not stiff, out-of-touch royals hiding behind protocol and privilege, not distant figureheads, but real people caring for animals, calling up friends, getting their hands dirty, literally for a family of ducks. That's the authenticity and heart that drew us to them in the first place. That's why people around the world love them, even when the UK tabloids work overtime to tear them down. And here's the part I want everyone to understand. This story might sound light-hearted, and it is, but it also symbolises something deeper. It's about the kind of life Harry and Meghan have built for themselves in California, a life full of peace, purpose, and people who genuinely care for them. No palace drama, no royal pecking order, just community, connection and love. The kind of life they were never going to have inside the gilded cage of the monarchy. And now let's pivot to another part of the conversation Oprah had. One that has some people clutching their pearls and twisting themselves into knots. While talking about Harry and Meghan, Oprah jokingly mispronounced their name, calling them the Sussexesses. She added extra syllables for fun. It was light, it was playful, it was Oprah being Oprah. And the squad knows Oprah is family. She's been there for the Sussexes from day one. From their wedding to that legendary interview in 2021, she has stood by them with unwavering loyalty, but of course the vultures tried to twist it into shade. They always do. They're desperate for conflict because peace doesn't sell newspapers and truth doesn't click as fast as scandal. But let's be clear, Oprah's affection was obvious. It was neighbourly teasing, not mockery. It was warmth. But that didn't stop the haters from jumping on the moment and trying to drag Meghan once again for caring about how she is addressed. Which brings us to the Netflix cookery programme moment with Mindy Kaling, another beautiful example of Meghan asserting her identity with grace and strength. Mindy kept calling her Meghan Markle, and Meghan gently corrected her, saying, "It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now." And then she dropped one of the most powerful lines we've ever heard from her. "You have kids and you go, 'No, I share my name with my children.' I didn't know how meaningful it would be to me, but it just means so much to go. This is our family name, our little family name. Now, if that doesn't hit you right in the heart, I don't know what will. That's not ego, that's not snobbery. That is the voice of a mother, a wife, a woman who has fought to protect her family against the world and is proudly claiming the name that connects them all. That's sacred, that's beautiful, that's powerful. But what did the media do? They mocked her. They dragged her for correcting a friend. They accused her of being pretentious. And you know what that tells us? They're threatened. Because when a black woman like Meghan stands firm in her identity, refuses to shrink and claims her rightful name with pride, they get nervous. They want her to apologize for existing, but she never will. And we love her for that. It's also important to remember, Harry and Meghan didn't invent their titles. The late Queen Elizabeth gave them those titles on their wedding day. They didn't ask for them, and guess what? They hardly use them. In fact, they've only visited Sussex once since they got married. Once. So miss us with that their clout-chasing narrative. They're not obsessed with the title. They're proud of the name because it symbolises their union, their escape and their new beginning, and that's what the haters can't stand. That, despite all the attempts to smear them, ridicule them, isolate them, Harry and Meghan are thriving. They're laughing, they're chasing ducks, they're posting Easter wishes with love and joy, they're living the life that so many can only dream of, and they're doing it with class, with intention and with no apologies. It's time we as the Royal Sussex Squad celebrate that even louder, because the truth is, joy is their revenge, happiness is their protest, and peace is their crown. And let me tell you something, squad, no amount of hate, lies or bitter palace gossip can ever take that away. Oprah Winfrey discusses Prince Harry and Meghan's surname amid controversy surrounding royal title. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are close friends with the television mogul Oprah. Winfrey could not resist poking fun at Prince Harry and Meghan's surname during her appearance on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera podcast on Wednesday. The 71-year-old deliberately mispronounced the name whilst discussing her Montecito neighbours, adding extra syllables to create Sussexesses when asked about receiving baby chicks as gifts. "I'd run them straight over to the Sussexes," Winfrey said, before playfully repeating the exaggerated pronunciation for emphasis. The billionaire's gentle mockery came 4 months after Meghan, 43, notably corrected her friend Mindy Kaling for using her maiden name during a Netflix cookery programme. Winfrey, who attended the couple's 2018 wedding and conducted their TV interview in 2021, following their departure from royal duties, lives near Prince Harry and Meghan in California. During the podcast, Winfrey shared a humorous Easter anecdote about coming to the couple's aid when they discovered ducklings in their garden but lacked a suitable pond for them. "I get a call from Harry, Prince Harry, on Easter Saturday, and he says, 'Sorry to bother you, but we have a duck problem here,'" Winfrey recounted, imitating a British accent. She explained that a duck had laid eggs in their yard and hatched chicks, but the couple's property only had a stream rather than a proper pond. And he said, "Our pond is a stream, we don't have a pond, so can we bring the ducks over to your pond?" Winfrey recalled Dot. The television personality agreed to help, but requested they wait for her friend Gayle King's grandchildren to witness the duck relocation. However, Harry insisted on immediate action despite Winfrey's request to delay for the children's entertainment. "I said, Wait until I can get the kids to come down to the pond so they can see you put the ducks in the pond. And he goes, "No, we're coming right away, we're coming over," she recounted. The situation quickly descended into chaos when the mother duck escaped upon their arrival. As he opens the door, the mama duck flies out. "And he's got all the baby ducks in a box," Winfrey said. Harry's running after, Meghan gets out, she's running after, chasing the mum and trying to get her to come back to her ducks. The television host described the half-hour chase as the funniest thing I've ever seen, noting they captured the incident on video. Reaper joked that the ducks had chosen wisely, saying, "They're like, wait a minute, we show up at Prince Harry's house and now we're at Oprah's. Excuse me." That duck knew what it was doing when it laid its eggs. Meghan later posted footage of the ducks on her Instagram page with the caption, "Wishing you a happy Easter full of love and surprises." The surname discussion echoes an incident in March when Meghan corrected Mindy Kaling during her Netflix cookery show after being called Meghan Markle. "It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now," Meghan responded. She explained to the confused actress. "You have kids, and you go, 'No, I share my name with my children.'" Meghan continued, "I didn't know how meaningful it would be to me, but it just means so much to go, 'This is our family name, our little family name.'" After being corrected, Kaling awkwardly responded, "Well, now I know and I love it." The late Queen Elizabeth bestowed the titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex on Prince Harry and Meghan for their wedding in 2018. Despite taking the county's name as their title, the couple have only visited Sussex once since their marriage. That single visit occurred 7 years ago when they hosted a number of engagements in the area. So if you're listening to this right now and smiling, feeling that warmth, that pride, that connection, you already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to the Royal Sussex Squad. Hit that like button, leave a comment, share this episode with your fellow truth-tellers. And if you want to go the extra mile to support what we're doing here, to keep this platform loud, bold and unapologetically pro-Sussex, hit that super thanks button. Every contribution matters. Every voice adds power to the movement. We're not just a podcast. We're a community, a family, a resistance against lies, against cruelty and against the silencing of love and truth. We are here to uplift, to protect and to celebrate. And every time we show up, we send a message to the world. Harry and Meghan are not alone, and neither are we. Thank you for riding with me today. Thank you for holding space for joy, truth and justice. And thank you, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan, for being exactly who you are. You may have left the palace, but you never left our hearts. Until next time, squad, stay proud, stay loud. And as always, we ride for the Sussexes, all day, every day.